That's God's plan. And I don't care how old you become, you still have to make choices. And God sometimes will even take a poor choice and turn it into something good. Or if you make the wrong choice, you'll soon find out real quick, and you can make some corrections. The nice thing about being a believer is that we believe that God is always the God of second chances. He continuously lets us make. You ever find out God lets you make a mistake? You ever prayed a prayer that says, Lord, I've got these two choices here. Please don't let me make the wrong decision. And then you kind of labor over it. Pretty soon, the Lord is just saying, well, make a decision for Pete's sake. If it's the wrong one, you'll find out quicker. You know? Or try it. Contrast. Another thing that I notice in here is that this is present tense. The verbs in here are present tense verbs. These aren't past tense or future tense. It's present. God lives in the present. And our decisions that we make every day are a reflection of our faith. And sometimes the way we use our finances requires a significant amount of faith. If I said to you today, the Lord has slated, if the Lord laid on your heart to start giving 30% of your income, would that be a challenge? Yeah, it probably would be. If God is laying it on your heart to do that, it's going to take a lot of faith to believe that God's going to support you with the 70% left over, isn't it? Do you think it's possible for God to do that? I've got news for you. It's also not only possible, there's many, many believers that have done it. In fact, there are some websites right now where people are doing that, and they're not even Christians. They're giving to all kinds of non-Christian charitable organizations. If you want to make a note of this one, write down bouldergiving.com. It is a whole website of people who have started to give, and there's this one couple that I read about in Claremont, California. They have decided to live 50% below the median income. They are right now at a place where they are living on $35,000 a year, and they're giving $100,000 a year to causes that aren't even Christian. They're not even, in my opinion, the kind of programs that I would give to. Is it possible for Christians to start living a very simple life with the purpose of giving everything else away? Yeah, it's quite possible. So my whole purpose, my goal, and my ministry for the rest of my life is to inspire God's people to become more generous. Because I think in America, when we are at by world standards, wealthy, all of us are wealthy, we can live a simple life, set a standard of living comfortably, and then say, God, everything else that you bless me with, I'm going to give it. That's possible to do that. And there's some very famous people that have done that. I would like to encourage you to do that. So there's a contrast. There's a world standard, and there's a biblical standard. And if we can grasp the fact that money is important, there isn't one part of your life that isn't touched by money. Even if we start talking about going to church, the church has to turn its lights on. It requires money to turn the lights on, to pay the taxes, to take care of the maintenance, to take care of the pastor. Everything is touched by money. Missionaries cannot go to the